Hi guys, how are you doing? So today we would be looking at the gold live trading, and it would be more on the side of the scalping. And let's see how things run because it's the time of the Asian session, and a little bit of the time that would be left around for the London session that would be in 2-3 hours. So we can see that there is a good amount of volatility out up here, and this volatility can be a really good tool right now to specifically trade in the market. So let's see what we can get. So what I'm looking at right now is like this deep move that happened, and specifically these 15 minutes bars right here representing this 2 hours move that is right here. But we can see that from the top we did got some sell movement, and it's around like 3,500 we got a rejection, and then prices like continuously went back down, and we can see here a little bit of a gap, and then prices pulled back inside, and then here we saw a little bit of a resist support formation, but it was broken out by this big candle, and prices went down again, went down further, and right now we went up and pulled back a little bit, but seems like the trend is trying to push on the downside. And if we look at the daily, it's a little bit on the side of like going on the downside, but overall like prices are still holding around here. So here I'm just like bit looking at the stuff that we can see a rejection happening around here, a rejection that happened around there, pushed the prices really on the upper side, and um, even like around about like 33 pips, no, 331 pips. This is like a pullback that happened around like 336 pips, and then prices again came back down. So it's like a neutral stage right now that we are looking at, in a sense that of course like this pullback on the upper side, and then prices started rejecting a little bit. Here prices came back down here, so here prices came back down there like this. Price made this low, and then prices pulled back on the upper side right here, and then started rejecting around this point. And this rejection is around about 300 pips. So it's a good rejection that happened. So let's see if we can find some opportunities. A little bit of a move that happened on the downside here, we can see that, and then right now we are getting a little bit of a rejection from this point. This is why we are looking at this. And another thing really important right now is there we did had a support level right here. That's why we are getting a little bit of a movement on the upper side. But if we like kind of like look at it, we can just see that 1 2 3 candles of the 5 minutes have been forming. That is like pushing the prices on the upper side on 1 hour, and similarly right in here. And this is a 15 minutes candle right here. So it's 5:50 right now. So there is like one. So this is like the candle that started at like 45, and now this is the candle that is formation that is happening here. So seems like right here we what we are looking at is one, two, three, and so in this case, although we are getting a move on the upper side, so now it's clear that the last 15 minutes candle started from this point, pushing the prices to this level. This is the opening price, this is the closing price. So we got this big wick around here, and now prices are trying to like push on the upper side like that. So here we do have like a breaker block, or getting a little bit of a weakness, but no wick. Although if we see like this 1 hour, we did got like a good bullish move from this point after the breakout to this point around 336 pips. So it seems like it can go long. We are losing a little bit of momentum right here, but still. Order slipped a little bit, although it was a pending order, but order slipped. So we are getting rejected after like creating these two bars out here. It could be like a 3 bar play pattern as well, like 1, 2, and a breakout on the upper side. New 5 minutes candle will be starting, and new 15 minutes candle will be starting, and new hour candle will be starting. It's a convincing point to take a trade based on like 15 minutes right here. It looks really good with a small wick at the bottom and this inversing candle. I'll move my stop loss closer, but I want to like keep myself a little safer from the volatility that might come off all of a sudden, because the pre-London and pre-Frankfurt would be beginning all around this point. So The 1 hour is not as convincing right now. In 30 minutes, we did got a good rejection from this point. There's a not much of a volatility right now. If the price is closes underneath this, then we might have to like consider ourselves stopping out around this point. It's a sideways right here, so because I was much in the hope at that moment that it would have like broken out from this point, but the way the things are looking right here is like forming a weakness right here. So let's see, like it's 1 5 minute candle right here, and another other is being developed right here. So what ended up happening that price actually made this low around this point. It's about 11 pips. The price came back down there and still pushing a little bit more down. This is the last 5 minutes for the 15 minutes candle. So these three candles are 15 minutes and price open around and closed around there. So these three are 15 minutes. So it's like in total range right now. So now a little bit back into the business. Let's see how, after creating this small wick right in here, exactly to the level right here, how things would be going. If the price is giving me a solid signal, I might like add to a position as well. Not on like after this candle closes, then I might be adding to the position. Around about 2 minutes left to close this 5 minutes candle. New 15 minutes candle will be starting in a minute. And this is like 1 hour. These both candles are 1 hour. And this is like 30 minutes candle. So one more candle would be developing to close this 30-minute bar right here. I just want to see that how the wick formation occurs, and then I will compound this entry as well. I want to see a wick first. It's a really deep pullback. A really deep pullback that actually happened. Still 3 minutes to close this 5 minutes bar. It's giving me a bit on the side, on the sell side. The way this pattern is looking right now. Two minutes to go. Let's see how the prices react around this point down here. around this level, and because we did got a good signal of the breakout from this point, it's like a little bit of a retest that is happening right now. So if you see like 30 minutes candle right here, we can see that the price opened around here. Price opened around here, so now price is pulling back here, and I might close my position right here if the price is kind of like break this zone, and I might like move a little bit on the sell side, because if you see like 30 minutes candle is almost like covering this up, although it's not a great setup in 5 minutes, but really amazing setup right here on 15 minutes and 30 minutes. So yep. One more minute to close this 5 minutes candle. So we can see right here that the prices actually went down in this 15 minutes as the prices open around here. The first 5 minutes on the downside, the second 5 minutes on the downside, although we are looking at a little bit on the resistance side right here. We are getting a support formation right in here, so let's see how the next candle actually opens up. If it goes a little bit on the upper side and then come back, it would be really great. Because we did got this V-shape rejection around here. So if it follows and continues on the downside, we can expect But the good thing is that we are looking at a good rejection that happened from this point specifically. If we get a rejection around this point from here, then I would be like most likely adding my position. But if it's kind of like break out of this point on the upper side, then this setup could be invalid. Three more minutes to close this 5 minutes candle, and one minute to close this 30 minutes candle. And we can see right here though, so it wasn't like on the sell side. Let's see how the next 15 minutes reacts. We did got a good pushback on the upper side. Like this is this kind of movement, like price went up, came back down, retested this level, and like holding out on this point. If we do get a break out of this point, I am planning to take a long. Still not triggered right now, but the way this 5 minute is forming, it's like really convincing with this long wick. Wick is around like 21 points. So we got in. So it's a good sign. I do want to like add later on. Here it could be a rejection right here, like the way it happened. You see right here we got a rejection, and on the same level we got a rejection right here. So let's see if the price actually comes to this point. And if there would be an opportunity, then one minute to close this 5 minute bar. So Nate actually asked for like what is the strategy. So Nate, the thing is that in trading, like there is no strategy. So whatever you actually look on YouTube, that how you need to trade, of course you need to understand the basic price action, but as such, like nobody knows where the market would be moving. where the market would be going. So you see how I actually planned is that, as we can see that there was like a good amount of rejection here right on 30 minutes. Let me like show you. So it's around about 67 pips right here that the price got rejected, and after that the way price tried on pushing on the upper side, and right now the price is pushing on the upper side. So I did take one position right at the same place right here. So price went up, got rejected, came back down. I kind of like closed my position at that moment, and now again with this formation I am re-entering. So this is like a simple strategy right now. So we can see that there is a momentum right coming in here, and I do want to actually compound my position, but not on this candle, but next to this candle. We already knew that this could be a resistance point right here, because you see this was a resistance that was acting, that made this rejection happen, and right now the price is coming towards the same level. But next 5 minutes candle can actually tell what is better that is happening, because still we can have a rejection around this point, and you can see that still we did got a rejection around this point. And there is an equal chance that price can actually like turn around from this point. But if it happens, we would be like keeping that in mind. But still, like a little bit of a momentum is coming in here. Nate Gaming, yeah, it has been like quite a few years that I am in the market, but my YouTube channel is a bit new. So if the price like start breaking on the upper side, I would be compounding around this level. So it's like a third time rejection that is happening around here. So this is the last 15 minutes candle right here that is developing, that is pushing the prices down because prices opened around here. So price is coming down there. So let's see how it reacts. If it because the idea was that it would be breaking out of this zone around here, but still we can't actually see that. So these are the three candles, these are the three candles. Price open around here. It's a big candle that exactly formed, and only 1 minute left. So I would be moving my stop loss on the upper side because if the prices are going down, I want to get stopped out. So this is a new 15 minutes candle that started developing, and the way the previous candle actually formed was like from this point to this point. It's a good sell signal. So this is like a really crucial level around like 3,301, that we can see like a three rejections around here, like number one rejection around here, number two around here, and number three around there. If we see 1 hour, like we can see that prices are still on a little bit on bullish side. If the breakout happens from this point, it would be a great opportunity. Otherwise, still we are stuck in the range. If it goes on the upper side, it means like we got a liquidity sweep at this point. Prices came back, closed all these orders, and now planning to go on the upper side. But the good part is that this is the low, this is the higher low, and this is also the sorry, this is the low, this is a lower high, this is also a lower high. The plan will remain the same, that if the prices goes up, I might try to like compound a little bit. When it starts breaking on the downside, then we have to like readjust the plan, because if it start breaking on the downside, we will get things stopped out. But I want price to like go a little bit on the upper side and then start coming back. But the point where I want to actually compound is around here. If this candle comes and close on the downside, we have to exit the position, because this 30-minute candle would be closing in 5 minutes, and this 1 hour candle would be also closing. So this 15 minutes candle right here is the last 5-minute candle for this 15 minutes bar. So it's a good sign that prices might be like going on the downside. Order is getting slipped. I don't know why, because might be the liquidity issue or something. Order do get slipped again. Three more minutes. It could be also be like a double top right here, which we are looking at. The same double top right here. Seems convincing in that sense. So there's a lot of lack of volume in the market right now. So that's why we aren't looking at a convincing move. If it just like goes on the upper side, I have to like close out my position right away. So let's wait and see that how new 30-minute candle began and how new 1 hour candle began, because this 1 hour candle is like good bullish. That would be closing in like 3-4 minutes. It's a wonderful place where the price is right now. 2 more minutes to the close of this 1 hour candle. One more minute. The 1 hour candle closed on the sell side. more minutes to close this 5 minutes candle. Let's see how new 5 minutes performance. If it's on the sell side, I would be taking a position in there. It's a good sign that the way 5 minutes has like this 15 minutes has candle has like begun. You can see it's a really good move that is happening. I still want to like think about going on the long side. It's full a morning star. So this is the last minute of this 5 minute bar. If it start breaking down on the downside, it could give us the opportunity that this is great. So if this 5 minute bar start pushing on the upper side, so this might be my last trade. So if the prices doesn't go on the sell side from this point, so it seems like the prices might like take out this point around here and then might like turn around. So we did see some kind of rejection. So we aren't looking at the sell side reaction because the way the prices got rejected and pushed a little bit on the downside, and now the prices are even like failing to like break on the sell side right now, and there are 2 minutes left. a really good sign for specifically 1 hour right now. Because it's around about like 7 more minutes to close this 30 minutes candle. Because the first minute candle for this 1 hour, that was basically one of, we can see that this type of candle developed, and then price pushed back a little bit, and two more minutes that price can actually push more. Trailing my stop loss a little bit. I'm gonna close out the position here. Great. So we made like $116 on it, but on the tries, we did lose some. Anyway, it was a nice effort. I am interested like in 30-minute candle more because it's like a pre-London session that will be starting right now. Pre-Frankfurt, and but the really good thing about this trade was that this trade was like executed right here, and we took our profit right here. So to see how accurate the profit taking was, that after that the prices turn around. So this is like a thing that develops intuitively. Because prices are stuck in the range and not having a full momentum. 3 more minutes to close this 5 minutes candle right here, as well as like 15 minutes candle would be closing right here as well, and 30-minute candle would be also closing in bearish right here. 2 minutes left, but for 1 hour to close, we do need a 1 30-minute candle formation as well. So right now the structure got a little bit complicated right here. So I think so that I would be ending. So let's see how the results went. Not a bad, not a bad day in a sense that these two trades actually were a little bit in the profit, but these were like the test trades. There was like a big bullish pump, so I played like a 0.2 lot at that moment, and then we got our profit at 116. We're still down like 14 bucks, but adding the commissions we are down around about like $21. So it's like a good safe play that happened. And secondly, the range thing, it's like uh, it's kind of like going really sideways. So in that case, the structure has also become a little bit complicated, because we can see like the bodies are really small, but wicks are really long. So it would be really tough situation right now. But if you guys want to like trade, so do it for the London session, because this was some Asian session which I just kind of like worked on. But overall, we did got a great result. It's not a bad result. Our execution was fine, and I think it's a safe play. Nothing more than that. So we are getting a rejection around here, but I'm losing my stamina a little bit, so I would be looking at it later on. So take care, guys.